Back with more DS3 today. Gonna get right back into this run. We got Gael's Greatsword. That's the run we're working on. Got it yesterday, like the very end of the stream. It's a pretty interesting moveset, I would say. Where's my shield? It's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. It's probably gonna end up in me, like, I'm gonna probably die a lot just because I'm gonna get, like, so into this moveset and just go for bad attacks, but it's fine. Anyways, we got a couple things we gotta do before we hit New Game Plus. I want to go get the Slave Knight set in DLC 1. Actually, how do you go to DLC 1 if Gael's dead? Something I didn't think about. Where's the cathedral? Here. Can you even go to DLC 1? There has to be a way. We also got to do Cinder too, so that's pretty important. Oh, okay. You just do this. I don't think I've ever seen this cutscene. Interesting. No one laughing now. Alright, so all we have to do is run to, like, a house and pick up the set. That's it. We'll do that. I thought there was something else, too, I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was. This thing's at +5, so we're good there. I guess just Cinder, and then we'll just go right at NG+. This should take, like, a minute. Yeah, maybe more than a minute. These things don't stop chasing you. Jesus. They're still coming. Okay. I was honestly expecting them to stop. Don't know why I thought that would happen, though. I think I know what house this is in. I just don't remember exactly how to get into it, because I'm pretty sure you have to come from, like, up top. Incoming screams. Wonder what the thought process behind that was. that area right there. Yeah, just make it as loud as possible. Need some jump scares. I'm gonna grab this in case something goes horribly wrong here. So I think it's in this building here. As for how to get in there, though, I honestly don't remember. It's probably pretty simple. Probably as simple as doing this. Look at that. Alright, hopefully we're not fat rolling. Okay, we're not. Cool. Firelink. I think I got that other slab too from after Half-Light, so this, yeah, this should be a +5. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, okay. We are good to go then. Let's go do Cinder real quick. Gael does not use the shield for the record, but I don't care. I like stamina, so I'm fine with it. Gael also has a crossbow, which I'm not using on this run, so... Oh, it's a thrust, okay. I gotta figure out when to use this, this weapon art. This is gonna... Like I said, this is probably gonna get me killed a lot in this run. Gonna be like super careless. I should get more attunement though, or whatever it's called in this game. I don't know. I think it's the spear phase? I can't tell what he's using. Yeah. Okay, I'm out. I gotta, yeah, definitely get more attunement. Probably get, like, some blue flasks, too. Good damage, man. Wow. Okay. Oh, 1 HP. Kinda. It's probably like 30 or something. One hit, though. When something is one hit from dying, it's always 1 HP. Link that flame. I'm gonna say no for a second. I think we'll probably level up, and then... Just trying to think of anything I'm missing. But I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, I'm gonna remember it, like, immediately upon starting NG+. Trying to think. This, yeah, I don't even, like, I only have this on because I have it, and it's like, I might as well just use a 4th ring. But I really don't need that. Any shards or anything? No? Okay, we're just gonna go. Let's just do it. NG+, here we go. All bosses. Still don't remember what I forgot, if anything. So hopefully we're good. I'm waiting for the day where, like, somehow I forget to, like, actually get the weapon that I'm supposed to use for the run. I just start NG+, and then... I don't know how that would happen, but... I feel like when you're talking about 1,000 weapons, right? Like, it could definitely happen. Oh yeah, attunement. Gotta remember. Or what is it called in this game? It is attunement. Okay. Because I can't spam the weapon art. Like, I can only use it like 6 times. Not even. Super stab. All right. One boss down, 20... I think it's 25 total in this game. Lot to go. What is it to level now, anyway? 31. Okay. Does this just do pure physical, or does it do, like... Yeah, it's pure physical. Okay. I didn't know if there's, like, dark or something.
Welcome to the night.
So I'll probably do Dancer first. I'll do Dancer, Oceiros Gundyr. And then we'll go do Vordt after that. I like doing those bosses first just because, I don't know, it's different. It's a lot easier to do them now than, like, starting a new game. Plus I can get, whatever that gesture is called. Path to the Dragon. Can't even remember. Just get it right away and not have to think about it later. Yeah, I'm surprised we've seen so many unique weapons already in DS3. Like, I don't know how many there are, but, like, it might be like 50-50. But, like, we've seen... We had Valorheart, the Black Knight Greatsword, Soldering Iron. Which I guess, I don't know if that's... It's unique in the wrong way. I think that was still, like, a normal upgrade path, though. Can't remember what else. Follower Saber is kind of... It was like I mean, like, alternate upgrade path, not like Titanite shards, like Titanite scales or Twinkling Titanite. What was the one we did after the Follower Saber? Oh, the Karthus Curve Sword. That was normal, I think. But like 4 out of the 6 weapons have been unique, which has been pretty cool. Oh, it didn't kill her. It was close. Sorry, ma'am. I want to do this weapon art right into a grab, probably. That's like no damage. What is this? Damage for babies? Oh, yep, I knew. Okay, there it was. I knew it was gonna happen. Still alive, though, somehow. Get up! Like, you have to do the follow-up with this weapon art, because the attack by itself does not do very much. Right, I'm at a bad spot. Agreed. Paid off, though, somehow. Alright. Dancer down. Let's go do Oceiros. Could do DSA, too. I'll probably wait on DSA, though. I'll probably end up parrying Gundyr, too. Could do either or, really. But I'll probably level before Gundyr. I feel like I should have gone back and leveled here, but it's alright. Dragon that does not stop talking. Sound effects are getting cut off too here. Like his screams are just like, it's playing like a little bit of this clip. Nice. Good hit. Oh, I'm so early. The charge. That was a spin. I can't tell. I can't see what's happening. This is a classic case of a boss with skinny legs that just is very hard to hit. Elden Ring does it a ton. This game doesn't do it too much, but they do it here. You're not dead? Alright, I'm just gonna spam this even though I don't have any. Like, whatever it is gonna kill him. Even if it's 90. Another 1 HP situation. One HP that isn't really 1 HP. How much do I get for that? 116,000. I could have grabbed that shield too in the smoldering lake that gives you more souls per kill. I was like right there, and I've done it, like, I've done a couple runs now where I'm like right next to it and I just never grab it. Right, I remember this. This is the chest with the Titanite scales. There's a lot here. You get that chest and then you get the 2 Ravenous Crystal Lizards. But I didn't want to come here in New Game. It's like, didn't really feel like doing Oceiros. Didn't really need to, so. Alright, I need more attunement. Yeah, attunement. I keep thinking it's not the right thing. Strength, we're good. Although we're going to lose a lot of damage on this kill if we're parrying him. It's alright, though. Dude, like, listen to the water sound. It just sounds so weird. See, now that's normal, but before I wasn't doing that. Like 2 seconds ago. Something that really gets, like, I guess lost on me in, like, the later installments of the Dark Souls games is you really don't lose a lot of heals, I feel like, on some of these boss runs. Because they're a lot shorter than, like Dark Souls 1 and 2. Well, 2's a different example altogether because of life gems, but... Hey, Kabo, what's up, man? Oh boy. Time to throw the fight. I'm doing well. Oh, leads. Am I gonna get him? There we go. I gotta practice this fight. I gotta practice a lot of fights in this game, honestly. I really haven't. I've said that for like 6 runs now. Like, I gotta practice this. Actually, I did do a little bit of Vordt, honestly. Still feel like I need to do more Vordt. Phase 2 of Vordt is, like... I don't know. Phase 1's pretty easy. Phase 2 is just, I don't know, weird. I'm not a fan of, like, his hitboxes on some attacks. It usually isn't even a problem, because, like, you have enough damage to kill him, but... I was doing it, like, with fists only, just to practice, and it's a little weird. In Phase 2. Phase 1's fine, though, although I don't remember any of it now. Alright, where are we going? We're going to Vordt, speaking of. Just, like, if you stand behind Vordt in Phase 2, sometimes he'll just hit you, because that's how the fight is. Depending on the attack, like, yeah, we'll probably see it here. Unless I kill him in, like, 2 seconds. It's not gonna be that tanky. Phase 1's pretty intuitive, though. Like, you just kind of... You can just stand in his face, and you probably won't get hit. You just kind of end up underneath him. Then you hit Phase 2. That can hit you. I've literally stood under the hammer, not taking damage, and then other times I get hit, and I don't understand it. This part's not bad. Nor is this, but it's like he'll... I don't know. We'll see what he does after this. If he makes it to beyond this attack. You know, I'll wait. Like, I'm behind him and he does damage to me. Like, this is what I mean. Like, his hitboxes in Phase 2 are just weird. That one I clearly got hit by. The other ones that were questionable, I was like behind him and I got hit. But like, I never bothered to practice for it, because like, that's how the fight goes. He doesn't have a lot of health. Especially in NG+. Like, I almost threw that because I was trying to show off some of his attacks, the hitboxes, but I don't know, man. Is that Archdragon Peak over... Wait, hang on. That's San Orlando, so I guess Archdragon Peak is somewhere over there. I thought I saw it in that cutscene. I never noticed it before. Did you get Champ Gundyr straight off? Yeah, a lot of the time. Well, not always, but I've been doing it recently. Oh, that's a fun glitch. Okay, well, that's gonna be something I think I have to restart my game. Is that every time I attack? Yep, every time I think I land a hit or something, it does that. That's cool. I remember seeing this for the first time and I was just so confused. I didn't know what was happening. Alright, hang on. Gonna restart my game. I don't know if I have to save and quit or actually restart. I'm just gonna restart, though. Probably could have just Alt F forward. Yeah, well. Okay. I've only, I think, had that happen one more time. Or one additional time. And I don't know what causes it. Oh, I forgot the Ested shard, didn't I? Oh well. It's plenty more to get. Should I grab this bonfire? I don't know what's faster. I don't know if it's faster to go get the bonfire over here, then come back, or just to do this now and then run all the way around. I'm gonna get the bonfire, I think. I think it might be faster. I don't know. This isn't that far away. That's it? No? Okay. Fine. Who needs to sit anyway? Where do these guys end up going? Like, what if you don't open this door? Where do they go? They're just walking up here to an empty, to like a locked door? Alright, I have the coiled sword. I was looking to see how many homeward bones I have, but... That's another reason I like doing Gundyr early, too, is getting the coiled sword, or the, whatever it is. Coiled sword fragment. Okay, I get it. I'm getting bullied. Are any of these hitting? I don't think any of these are hitting. This is going well. That hit me? I didn't realize I was that close to him. Dude, what is this hitbox? Oh, come on. Alright, I think we'll do Abyss Watchers. Abyss Watchers Wolnir ODK. I always like doing Abyss Watchers first. Oh god. Dog won't teleport back up here right after falling down, surely. Stop. But yeah, I like to make sure I do ODK before I, like, forget ODK by doing Wolnir after Deacons. Because it almost happened one run. I, like, somehow remembered. Poor Sigurd. Poor me. Get stuck in the elevator with this guy. Never mind. Poor him. He didn't get one attack in. There's a long time here between no bosses. I feel like this has to be like one of the longest runs with no boss. Well, I guess you have Sage, which is a lot closer than Abyss Watchers. So maybe that's not fair to say. But like from here to Abyss Watchers is quite a ways. Gotta go through the swamp, do all that nonsense. I think the Ring City's probably the longest segment, though, with no boss. Like, literally the entire length of it. Did one-shot him. It's unfortunate. But yeah, we should be able to finish this run no problem today. PS3 runs are just, like, always short. Unless it's, like, something terrible. Maybe, like, a Magic or a Bow run, I think would be slower. Magic, mainly because I have no idea where, like, you actually get anything in this game. And bows, because bows generally have pretty bad DPS. But, like, unless you're using something like the soldering iron, the run's probably going to be pretty quick. I'll go this way first, I think. That's the nice thing about DS1 and DS3, though. They're just really fast. Like, almost no matter what. There are some exceptions, but... like, DS2 it really depends on the weapon. And I guess even the infusion. Like, if you get, like, an elemental infusion in DS2, it can be really bad. Unless it's lightning. Because the DLCs just have so many enemies that are resistant to so many different things, aside from lightning. Like, almost everything in the DLCs in DS2 is weak to lightning. It's just strange. Like, Dark and Magic are just not the best. Fire is good in DLC 3, but that's about it, I think. But yeah, like you could I've had runs take like 8 hours, and I've had runs take like 15, so it's a wide variance there. And I think it depends, I'd say, more on the infusion than the weapon. Elden Ring, no matter what, is going to be, like, at least 15. Well, not I don't know. 15 real-time hours. Probably, like, 13 to 14 game time. But you could, like, the Great Bow run was, I think, 25. Because the DPS is terrible. Oh, this is going to poison me. Or not. But long story short, unless I see, like, soldering iron, which we've already done in DS3, like, it's going to be a quick run. Or something equivalent in terms of damage. Unless I just play really badly, that could happen, too. I do think it would have been cool if you had, like, that one move that Gael has where he just, like, shoots projectiles everywhere when he starts crying in phase 3. I don't know why. I would have loved to have seen that on this weapon. It's pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I guess you can only do so much with weapon art. Missed, huh? Ah! It'd be so cool, I think, if you got iframes during the jump animation. It'd be kind of OP, though, I guess. You just spam it and win. Alright, that's all I got. The double slash! Oh my god. Dude, why is that lingering hitbox? Staple of From Software games. Alright. Not clean, but it's okay. I gotta level really quickly. We are almost at 300k souls. I think I'm gonna allocate some flasks too. Maybe get like 2 more blue ones. Do I have any? Did I pick up an Estus shard anywhere? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. I got 1. I don't remember where from, though. I forgot the one in Fair and Keep, too, now that I think about it. do that. Okay, level up. Get some more attunement. How much health do I get for bringing this to 40? Not really that much. It's like 30 something. 40, 41. That is a long name for an item. Boreal Divine Tome of Karim. Or Karim? I don't know how you say it. Yo, sir. Alright, Wolnir. Somehow I, like, always end up with one death on this boss. I still don't really understand how he works. Like, I get the mechanic, obviously, of, like, needing to hit the bracelets. But, like, it's more like the toxic cloud I don't understand. Don't understand, like, where it's safe to stand. There's really, like, only a handful of fights I feel like I know well in this game. Everything else I just kind of meme my way through. Like, I know them well enough, you know? I'll get hit a bunch, but, like, I'll get through it in a handful of tries. But, like, Yorm, I'd say I know probably the best, because, I don't know, I've had to do that fight without the... Or I've done it without the Storm Ruler so many times. You kind of have to, just because it can be super long. Demon Princess, I feel like I know pretty well. Midir, I'd say. Might be it, though. And maybe Abyss Watchers, I guess, too. Kinda. Phase 1, at least. I feel pretty decent on. What am I doing? Jesus Christ. Like, this is where I feel like I'm gonna die, because he's just gonna, like, move forward. I'm gonna die to the cloud of smoke. What's he doing? Okay, never mind, it's over. ODK I should know well, because I've had so many long ODK fights. Especially with a soldering iron. But I just don't know him at all. Deacons, I guess you can't really, like, get better at. It's just kind of fighting a bunch of mobs. Don't mind me. Just taking a stroll through the demon ruins. Just doing some sightseeing. Oh, I didn't get followed by anything, huh? That's a first. I think that's the shield right there that I was talking about. That I just walked by again, and I'm not going to get. Because I'm not going back for it. We really don't even need the souls at this point. Like, we're pretty... What's this? Who's that? Summon sign. I never noticed I was there. Okay. When does he do the big AoE? Is it coming, or is it... Maybe it's not coming yet. Alright, we're out of blue stuff. That's unlucky. Alright, it comes back too. Forgot about that. It's going well. Now I'm gonna get AoE'd. Ooh, it's a huge AoE. Imagine doing a run where you could only use this sword, but only the weapon art. I'm actually like... That's kind of scary, like, to think about, because the weapon art really doesn't do much. Unless you do the follow-up R1 or R2. Then it does, but, like, the L2 on its own is, like, nothing. What? Oh, I know stamina. Phase 2? Not yet. Now. Yo, why are you leaving immediately? Come on, man. Not you. Okay. Well, I guess. Okay, over here. What was this one? Okay, not this one. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. Too close. Way too close. Okay, I still gotta learn the... I have a much better handle on the crystals, but, like, I definitely gotta learn that better. So we just got deacons, and we're done with probably, I wouldn't say half the bosses, but like half the base game, anyway. Actually, that might not even be true. Almost half, though, I imagine. I don't know, how many bosses have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we've done 7, so... Or 8, yes. Dogs, please stop. Oh, my brother. Look at him. He looks so normal here, too. He's not, like, beefed up like he is in the DLC.